The Toyota Highlander is second only to the Ford Explorer sales-wise, and it is rapidly gaining. Year-to-date, Highlander sales are up 11%, while Explorer sales are down 2%, which makes this 2017 refresh all the more important. Like always, this review will cover every trim of the Highlander, including the hybrid models and the new SE trim which we have with us today. So let's see if the changes Toyota made will propel it to the top. We would like to specially thank Toyota on Nicholasville for allowing us to come out and film this review. If you would like to check out their dealership and massive inventory of all the Toyota models, a link to their website has been provided in the video description. If you have Smart Key access, you'll get this small and lightweight Toyota key fob. The Smart Key access system is included on XLE models and above, and on all hybrid models. Let's go ahead and check out the Highlander's upgraded powertrains. The Highlander continues to have 3 powertrain options. Standard on only the LE trim is an unchanged 2.7-liter i4 that produces 185 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Most Highlander buyers, however, will get this new V6 engine. This 3.5-liter V6 produces 295 horsepower, up 25, and 263 pound-feet of torque, up 15. The new engine also gets an 8-speed automatic transmission, but the 4-cylinder keeps it 6-speed automatic. For those of you who want SUV capability but sedan fuel economy, Toyota offers the Highlander Hybrid. It's powered by the new 3.5-liter V6 engine, paired with electric motors and a nickel hydride battery pack. This combination produces the most horsepower at 306. It is paired with an efficient, continuously variable transmission. The 4-cylinder engine is only available with front-wheel drive, while the V6 model can choose between front or all-wheel drive. The hybrid is exclusively all-wheel drive. As you would expect, the hybrid Highlander gets the best fuel economy at 30 city, 28 highway, 29 combined. The 4-cylinder LE comes in at 20 city, 24 highway, 22 combined. V6 models get a start-stop system, which helps it get better fuel economy than the 4-cylinder. It varies depending on the trim, so I'll just list them on the screen. Now let's check out the changes on the outside. Of all the changes Toyota made, the front-end styling is the most noticeable. The grille is larger than the old model, and it is split in half. We have the new SE trim, which has this blacked out version of the grille. All the other models get a silver or chrome version. The headlights have also been slightly updated. Every model gets halogen projector beam headlights, but only the SE and up get these LED daytime running lights. They also have black accents on the SE. These fog lamps come on all but the base LE. Every Highlander has a decent 8-inch ground clearance, though most owners probably won't need it. There are many different wheel designs available on the Highlander. The SE gets these machined alloy wheels with black accents. Every model gets at least 18-inch alloy wheels, and the Limited gets 19-inch chrome wheels. The brakes are 12.9-inch ventilated disc in the front and 12.2-inch solid disc in the rear. All models ride on all-season tires. The mirrors are body colored on all trims, and the XLE adds heating. Limited models also get puddle lamps with a Highlander projection. The Highlander is 191.1 inches long, which puts it on the smaller end of the segment. It is about 3 inches shorter than the Honda Pilot and 7 inches shorter than the Ford Explorer. The 2017 Highlander hasn't been tested yet by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, but it was rated the best rating of good on every test for 2016, so I would expect the Top Safety Pick Plus designation to carry over. The big safety news for the Highlander is the newly standard Toyota Safety Sense. This means that dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert, automatic high beams, and a pre-collision braking system are now standard on every trim. Those options are usually reserved for high-end trim levels on the competitors. Moving around back, there were a few changes, but not as noticeable as the front. The taillight unit has a new shape, and they are now LEDs. The bumper has some chrome on the Limited models. The V6 Highlander can tow a class-competitive 5,000 pounds, but the other powertrains should probably avoid towing, with ratings of 3,500 pounds and 1,500 pounds. The exhaust pipe is hidden, and so is the spare tire. Your rear wiper and rear spoiler. These dark roof rails are exclusive to the SE. Chrome ones come on the XLE and up. Since there are many fuel economies, there are many fuel ranges. I honestly can't remember them all, so I'll just list one of each. 422 miles for the 4-cylinder, 482 miles for the hybrid, and 422 miles for our V6 SE with all-wheel drive. All models run on regular fuel. Now let's check out the changes to the inside. Our Highlander has the black leather interior, which is the only color available on the new SE trim. The SE also includes carbon fiber looking trim throughout. We don't know what interior colors Toyota is offering on the various trim levels yet, but we do know that the LE gets cloth seats, the LE Plus gets leather trimmed cloth seats, and the XLE and above get real leather seats. The door trim is high quality with lots of leather through here. The front two windows are fully automatic. Here's that fake carbon fiber trim I was talking about. The seat is 8-way power adjusting on all but the base LE trim. Limited and Platinum models get 2-person memory seats. Every power driver seat also gets adjustable thigh support, which is a pretty unique feature. Like I said, the SE trim is only available with black leather, but it does get these unique fabric inserts. It also gets silver stitching. Stepping into the Highlander is quite easy, since it's not really all that tall. Once inside, you'll notice a cabin that hasn't changed much from the 2016 model. The materials are the same, which is not necessarily a bad thing considering the dash is made entirely of soft touch plastic with stitching. The tray is soft on the inside, and the armrest is as well. Fit and finish is excellent. Push button ignition comes on XLE and up, and standard on every hybrid model. Every model besides the LE comes with this 8-inch high-resolution display. Startup is very Lexus-like, quiet and smooth. Every model gets these gauges with blue illumination. The hybrid also gets a system power gauge. LE hybrids also get this 4.2-inch multi-information display, while it only comes on XLE and up for regular Highlanders. Every Highlander gets electric power steering with a leather-wrapped steering wheel on the XLE and up. The steering wheel has all the controls you would expect, like phone and voice, multi-information display, and the buttons for the standard safety systems. And all models get dynamic radar cruise control like I mentioned earlier. A power steering wheel is not available on any trim. Over here you've got several buttons, including the auto high beams, and this button which defeats the auto start-stop system if you don't like it. Storage spaces in the Highlander are abundant. The center console opens up strangely. Once you've got it open, you'll find a huge amount of space inside. It's quite deep, but there isn't any felt lining. There's also a sliding tray up here, and a 12-volt power outlet down here. This whole area is padded, by the way. Of course, the signature Highlander storage space is this cubby that runs across the vehicle. It is softly padded and has blue ambient lighting inside. There is also a hole here which allows wires to pass through to the connections below. Toyota gives you one regular USB, an aux, and 2 higher voltage charging USB ports, which are new for 2017. There is also plenty of storage in the door. Every trim gets this leather shifter. You can manually shift by pushing the shifter to the left, but you don't get paddles even on the Sporty SE. When you shift into reverse, almost every model gets this regular backup camera. The Limited adds dynamic grid lines, but the Limited Platinum gets Toyota's new bird's eye view camera. Behind the shifter are controls for the heated front seats. The Limited and Platinum grades get heated and ventilated seats. Up here you've got some more buttons, mostly concerning the all-wheel drive system, if you've got it equipped. Like many of the features, Tri-Zone automatic climate control comes on all but the base LE. You control everything with these big, easy-to-use knobs and buttons. This button over here allows you to adjust the rear climate controls, though they can be adjusted in the back as well. Most models get this 6-speaker sound system with decent sound quality. Limited models get twice the speakers from the JBL Green Edge Premium sound system. You do have physical knobs and very sensitive touch capacitive buttons to control the Entune system. Speaking of Entune, XLE and Up get this system with integrated navigation. Let's check it out. You have a nice home screen which you can customize to display different apps, including audio, climate, navigation, and fuel economy information. XLE and above also get the Easy Speak system, which broadcasts your voice to the rear seats. Bluetooth audio is standard on all models. You can play, pause, and skip songs straight from the screen. Here are your sound settings, and these are your numerous audio sources. The navigation is exactly what you're used to in Toyotas. It's pretty quick to react, but features like pinch to zoom are still not supported. You can also search by points of interest. Phone connectivity is included, and your contacts automatically sync over from your smartphone. There are a few more cool things like traffic and weather information, which are included free for life. For a more extensive look at all of Entune's features, including the very detailed setup section, watch our dedicated Tech Help video. A link is provided in the description. The mirror is auto-dimming on the XLE and Up, and it features the new frameless design for 2017. The sunglass holder has a built-in conversation mirror. Here are the HomeLink garage door openers that you get with the frameless mirror. The moonroof comes standard on XLE and above. You can get a panoramic moonroof, but only if you get the top of the line Limited Platinum. Overall, the cabin of the Highlander has changed very little for 2017, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. Everything in here is nice. Plus there is plenty of space, and it is comfortable, which are probably the most important characteristics. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the Highlander. In the second row of the Highlander, you have 38.4 inches of rear legroom and 39.9 inches of rear headroom. Despite the smaller exterior dimensions, these numbers are class competitive. The materials follow through to the rear with the same leather trim, sport trim, and soft touch plastic on the top. These sunshades come on the XLE, which is pretty nice. You've got some bottle storage in the door. The seats have the same sport trim like the ones in the front. The second row is heated on limited platinum models. With the front seat adjusted to my 5'8" driving position, there is a ridiculous amount of legroom. I can basically stretch all the way out, and there is a ton of foot space as well. On this side, the seat is moved all the way back, and there is still plenty of space for my legs and feet. Over here are your rear climate controls. Below them are 2 more charging USB ports, and even a household power outlet. For Captain Chair equipped models, you get a fold-out cup holder thingy. Here are the rear vents and light. The headliner is very soft. You can slide the rear seats to give the third row more space. They also recline. It is pretty easy to get to the third row. Just pull this lever and the seat will slide forward. There is a nice little cutout for your feet. When you pull the seat all the way back, there is virtually zero legroom. This is really claustrophobic, so I would only recommend it for little kids. There are some cup holders back here. You also have vents up here. To escape this prison, just pull this lever. It's not real easy to do with one hand. The Highlander has 2 ways to access the rear hatch. By pushing this button, you can pop open the rear glass, which is a pretty rare feature in this class. You will probably find yourself doing this more often than you think, since the power tailgate is so slow. After it opens, you'll find 13.8 cubic feet of cargo capacity behind the third row. With the third row folded, you have 42.3 cubic feet, and with all the seats folded, you have a maximum of 83.7 cubic feet. These ratings are more than the 2017 Pathfinder or Acadia that we reviewed earlier in the year. You do have cargo hooks and a light. The second row of the Highlander is a pretty nice place to be. The captain's chairs are comfortable, you have window sunshades, and of course plenty of space. The passenger seat is 4-way power adjusting on the XLE and above. It used to be only on the limited models. The dash is made of soft-touch plastics with stitching. The dash storage compartment is padded over here as well. The glove box is dampened but not felt lined. Your assist grip. The sun visor has an integrated mirror and light. It can also extend and detach. Overall, the Highlander's cabin is very impressive. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this detailed look at the refreshed 2017 Toyota Highlander SE. Stay tuned for the pricing information of this particular model, as well as the rest of the Highlander lineup. Be sure to subscribe for more detailed automotive reviews, and join us next time as we sample the latest automotive delicacies.